Hello my fashion lovers, I'm back with a new fashion video. So the long anticipated Lagos Fashion Week has finally been concluded, and while Lagos Fashion Week was ongoing, I noticed a couple of things I would like to discuss. So as someone who knows one or two things concerning Fashion Week and how things are supposed to be done and how things are done in other cities like Paris and London that have been hosting Fashion Weeks for decades, I felt certain things were not right with Lagos Fashion Week and looked quite tacky. From influencers owning the runway to guests not showing up and leaving front row seats empty, as well as some other mediocre things I noticed, which I'll get into later in the video. And if you're interested in these things, be sure to keep watching. So first thing I noticed was some guests coming late and some of them not showing up at all. And we end up seeing lots of empty seats front row and some people walking around while the shows are ongoing. So front row is kind of a big deal when it comes to Fashion Week, and front row seats are reserved for celebrities and some important people. So having empty seats front row at your fashion show can be quite embarrassing. So to avoid these sort of things in the future, I feel the organizers should ensure the celebrities send in their RSVPs, which is simply a way of informing them that they will be there for sure. That way, they would know the amount of guests they're expecting and the total number of seats to reserve. And with the late coming thing as well, I feel that's something that should not be accepted regardless of your caliber. And I know class and caliber are such big deals in Lagos, but having people walk around while your fashion show is ongoing can be quite distracting. In other top cities, we've literally seen top celebrities denied access to a fashion show just because they arrived late. And if the celebrities die important and must be there, they can hold on till the celebrity arrives, then they can proceed. It's not a random party where anyone can walk in anytime. Something else I also noticed was a majority of the shows were hosted in the same venue. So this is not a bad thing. Let me not sound like an ogbanje that likes complaining, because at the end of the day, what really matters is the collection and not the venue. But I still feel like the venue helps increase the visual appeal of the collection. So when you design a space that suits the theme of your collection, it makes your audience understand more the message you're trying to pass across with your collection. We saw that with Banke Kuku's Ocean collection, where she had the bubbles and ocean related stuff, as well as Wani Fuga's The Garden of Fuga, where the space was literally transformed into a garden with beautiful flowers. You can see how they beautifully passed across what the collection entails, and those sorts of shows often stands out and gets more publicity. And so many global designers do that as well to pass across the message the collection entails effectively. Anyways, I understand that not every designer can afford to do that because that will probably exceed their budget. But for the big designers that can afford to do that, hopefully we see more of that next season. And then one of the biggest issues would have to be the issue of influencers and celebrities constantly walking the runway. So I understand it's for publicity and designers want to sell their stuff, but I feel like if you would have these people walk your show, you should at least have professionals teach them one or two things concerning runway and basically teach them how to walk professionally before they come and embarrass themselves, because most of those things we saw them do were nothing to write home about. From Diana bouncing and laughing on the runway to Tacha tripping. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to shame them, but I feel with better lessons they would have done better. And I feel like those terrible moments were bad for both the designers and the celebrities themselves. And I also feel like there should be limited number of celebrities per show. It's always fun to have celebrities open or close a show, but I feel our Nigerian models should also be considered while selecting people to walk a show, because I feel like with this culture of celebrities constantly walking, so many models are getting denied the opportunity to walk these shows. So I really hope that next season we see less celebrities on the runway. Anyways, I feel like some celebrities walked really well and should be applauded. Here we have Chioma Goodhair closing Wani Fuga's show with such graceful walk. Dorothy also delivered with this energetic walk. Nancy also walked for Wani Fuga, and I'm quite surprised that this moment did not go viral. We also have Anita showing the girls how it's done. I feel Anita should consider becoming a model because she really looks like one and walks like one. And I believe she worked for a couple of brands including Fruche. We also had Tubo owning the runway at Tugo Monye's show, as well as Akin Famino with this very elegant walk. Anyway, shout out to all the celebrities that gave us It Is Well on the runway. I'm sure they did their best. So these are my observations on what made Lagos Lagos Fashion Week a little bit tacky and things that could be improved. Shout out to all the organizers that made this possible. The shows were quite interesting to watch. So now let me quickly review some of the designers' collections that stood out in my opinion. Firstly, we have Wanifuga's The Garden of Fuga, which I spoke about earlier. The entire collection was giving rich auntie vibes and the pieces were so luxe. I love the bold colors, bold prints and dramatic structures. I believe this collection celebrated Wanifuga's 10th year anniversary, and this collection clearly reflected what the brand represents. Other collections that stood out as well include the Remi Today's collection. The collection featured bold colors like yellow, orange and red, and the pieces had quite unique and interesting structures. She's an emerging designer but definitely one to look out for. I also love Desiree Yama's collection. The pieces were super feminine and had elegant silhouettes. I love the simplicity and soft colors utilized. The pieces looked effortlessly chic and the entire collection was beautifully showcased. Next we have Joel Jamil's Ethereal collection. The Enchanting collection featured finely tailored pieces which had flattering silhouettes and featured an array of bold colors. I love the reflective fabrics and styling of the looks with gold accessories. The accessories crystal clearly complemented the dresses, and I love the feminine aura that the entire collection embodied. This was for sure one of my favorite collections at Lagos Fashion Week. Next we have Kilenta's Mama Ibeta collection. So I believe Mama Ibeta is a Yoruba phrase for mother of triplets. So the collection is rooted in triplet forces of earth, water and fire, and the collection blends different fabric textures and interesting structures. I love that the collection also pays homage to our heritage, and I love the diversity of the entire collection. Next we have Oshobo's Spring Summer 25 collection themed Edo Odeon. This collection deeply pays homage to the Edo culture, and the collection unveiled so many beautiful regalias and unconventional pieces. I love the bold colors and silhouettes of the pieces. This collection was not just an embodiment of the rich Edo culture, but also a blend of modern fashion with timeless heritage and a reflection of art. I also love the Mad Eduso's Laba Laba collection, although I will not be talking about that in this video because I already did in my previous video talking about Lagos Fashion Week Day 1. I also included Love from Jules' Shore collection as one of my favorites in that video, as well as the Bilola Ogundipe's Velour Reverie collection, so be sure to check that out for the full tea. So these are a few of the collections that stood out in my opinion at Lagos Fashion Week. If there's anyone you feel I missed, be sure to let me know, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to hear my unsolicited opinion again. On this channel we discuss anything concerning fashion and celebrities, and if those sort of topics excites you, be sure to click subscribe and join us. And please do not forget to give this video a thumb up to help the algorithm push it more. If you are still watching, thank you for sticking to the very end. Bye for now and see you all in my next video.